Just for your information, many of you know this, but just as a reminder, this is always has been, I should say, this has been and is today going to be live broadcast over onto my YouTube channel. So if you have missed any of my past Magical Mondays or you want to go through, you can always rewatch the replays on the YouTube channel. That is up and going now. So hopefully we are good to go with that. All right, now we're ready to go. Welcome, welcome. Good to see everyone's bright, smiley faces and or smiling whiskers, as the case may be. I love that little character that shows up. And even if you're off camera, glad to feel your energy and feel your presence. So, hi, hello. My name is Valerie Lewis. I am a psychic medium. My psychic roots began with tarot reading and oracle card reading, and so I've been doing this particular format for a little over 4 years, if not a little bit slightly. Yeah, I think right around the 4 year mark. Anyway, this is Magical Monday Manifestations, where I do a collective group card pull. I usually start with tarot and then move on to oracle cards. And we do this, have done this. Have y'all noticed my word choice this morning? Hint, hint, wink, wink. We have done this for the past 4 years on every Monday, hence the name Magical Monday Manifestations. And we will continue to do that through the month of September. However, things are a changing. I hope you stay with me during the changes and stay connected during the changes. One of the best ways to stay with me and stay connected is to join my newsletter. That way I always have an email address to communicate with you through, and you would have my my email address to communicate back through. So the email address that I send those newsletters out is an actual live email, not one of those automated things. So if you ever need to reach me, that's how you would reach me. I believe Jacqueline has the link to sign up for my newsletter, and at some point, she'll drop it over in the chat. Again, that's the best way to stay signed up and stay connected as I shift and change some things. Hopefully, most of my shifts and changes will wrap up through these last final months of the year, September, October, November, December. We'll be ready to go sooner than, or at least by January 1st. One of the biggest changes, against it will stay the same for September, but in October we will begin to transition with hopefully the final transition completed by November. And that is to Magical Monday Manifestations. I know y'all love it. So I hope I don't get a lot of frowny, sad faces. I hope you all stay with me, but the format is changing. I'm not going to be doing it every Monday anymore. I'm going to switch it up to a magical monthly manifestation. And that monthly manifestation will hopefully be posted on around the first of the month, every month, starting in October. So we still get to rock together every Monday on in this particular format through September. And the switch is to the format of this presentation. I will still be tuning in and tapping in with you on a weekly basis through Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. I'm still working out those details. So don't fear, I'm not going away. I'm just shifting some of the formats of some of the content that I offer so that I can show up more. One of my big goals is to be more prominent on social media, to have more opportunities for you to tap in, to listen to whatever's going on in my crazy life, to get wisdom and insight from spirit, whether it's through card pulls or through channeled messages. And I have found that within my business, I've hit kind of a wall where something has to shift in order for me to expand and grow and do those things and offer more to the community. So that's what I'm doing. And one of the things is, if I move and shift the format of Magical Monday Manifestations, that frees up my time to do more and pour more content into the community in other ways. So that's the reason for the shift. It's not because I'm going away. It's because of the exact opposite, trying to find ways where I can show up more and pour into the more. And you can benefit from all of the expansion that I'm trying to accomplish. All
You
right.
froze there for a moment, but you're okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I said, hopefully if you stay with me, you will begin to benefit from the expansion and all of the more that I'm trying to pour into the community. I do not intend on taking anything away without replacing it with something more valuable and more important for the community. So enough chit chatting about shifts and change. Have y'all had enough shifts and change? August was a doozy, wasn't it? What's it? Child? That's all I heard from everybody is when is August over? For me, August went by pretty fast, not without its opportunities. I'm being real careful with my words, not without its opportunities. Um, but let's see what Spirit has to say because I feel like shifts happen for a lot of us, not just challenges, not just opportunities, but actual shifts, actual clarity. I feel like collectively in some way. If you ain't feeling it yet, just give it a couple of days for the effects of August to set in. So we're going to do a card pull. We're going to start with tarot. The deck that I'm pulling from is an old favorite, the Light I pull from this a lot, like in teaching. Let me do that. I got my cinnamon. Ask me. Go ahead. Ask me why do I have cinnamon in my office on my desk? Go on. Ask me. Do you know? Do you know? Nicole knows. On the first of the month, I take cinnamon and I blow it into my entryways. It's a first of the month ritual. It invites in abundance into your home. So I personally will blow it in my front door to invite abundance into my home, into my life. And then I will stand at the door of my office and blow it into my office as well to invite abundance into my business and anything I do in the metaphysical world. So, abundance of people, abundance of souls touched, abundance of offerings, abundance of opportunities. I set all of those intentions when I blow my cinnamon. So that's why it's here. All right. And it's not too late, y'all. If y'all want to go blow some cinnamon, I know this for sure. The universe doesn't really go by man's calendar. So whenever you decide to do your rituals, Spirit is on board with it, even if it doesn't jive with our man-made calendars. All right. The cards are starting to come out. Let's see what messages Spirit has for us this week. What other cards do you have for me? Shuffle again. We got 3 cards. I'm looking for 2 more. 2 more. Come on, 2 more. I feel like I'm at a craps table or something in Vegas. I've never been at a craps table in Vegas. I've watched Ocean's 11 enough, so I think I know what being at a crap table would be like. I would like to be at a crap table with what's his face? What's his name? The handsome one. What's his name? Why can't I think of his name now? The one that was opposite Julia Roberts. Mm, it'll come to me at 3 a.m. in the morning. All right. Let's get going. Somebody's going to put it over in chat for me. Know it. Know it. All right. First up is the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, after I just got through talking about Ocean's 11, I feel like the main character in Ocean's 11 would be the King of Pentacles. He was really focused on bringing in money and abundance. Well, maybe the King of Pentacles. He was kind of shady about how he went about the money. But here's the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles represents mastery in the realm of Pentacles. And Pentacles is our earth energy, and Pentacles talks about manifesting, it talks about abundance, it talks about earthly things, earth energy, being firmly grounded. Basically, I see the King and Queen of Pentacles of those who have accomplished a mastery level over all areas associated with abundance and manifestations. That would be an easy way to put it. But if you look a little bit closer, he's sitting in a room with all of those bookshelves around him. And to me, those bookshelves full of volumes of books, I assume by his age and the white in his beard and his hair, that he's actually read all of those books, that he's absorbed all of that knowledge. And because of his age and his relaxed stature, not only has he absorbed the knowledge, but he's transmuted it into wisdom. Wisdom is applied knowledge, and he knows exactly where to apply that knowledge as wisdom in his life. The sparkling pinnacle, the trusty dog, he's a trusted individual. He maintains all of his affairs, and he doesn't have to rush around. He's not a hustler. He's not a busy person. Look how relaxed he is. Relaxed clothing, relaxed stance. He is confident and assured that he has done all he needs to do. He's sitting down, he's not in action, he's done all he needs to do, and he has learned how to manifest whatever he needs and whatever he wants into his life. Couldn't we all use some of that King of Pentacles energy, especially going into this new month and this new week? New month and new week. I'm going to the book. What else do we need to know about this Pentacles? I feel like there's something in the book that's going to jump out. Chris Ann's interpretation. This deck is by Chris Ann. King of Pentacles. Keywords: overflowing material abundance, patience and determination, a confident and warm leader, providing for others, comfort and security, personal growth, goals reached, prosperity and success. His affirmation is, I dream my endless potential into existence with steady desire and effort. How do you get to your potential, that infinite, endless potential? I dream my endless potential into existence. Doesn't stay a dream, he moves it into existence with steady desire and effort. I would add aligned action in place of effort. I do not like the term of coming here and efforting and trying and moving and pushing through life. I instead like the idea of coming here and getting aligned and taking action that feels good in the moment, action that gives us what we want and moves us towards what we want. Feels effortless, that feels like ease. That's what aligned action is. Aligned action does not mean easy action. I guess it could. It means aligned action. Here's the thing. You might still be out plowing a field for 12 hours every day. That's not easy work. That's plowing a field underneath the summer sun and during reaping season. But if it's aligned action, that means that's your joy. Like you like being out there tilling the ground and plowing the land. You like breaking a sweat. You like lifting heavy things and working with the earth energy. That's aligned action, where even though you're doing something that others might look at and say, how is Atlas pushing that boulder up the hill? You're like, this is aligned action. I got all the tools, all the help, all the resources I need. I'm just doing what I want to do. I'm just doing what I want to do. Next card. The Fool. Carefree, optimistic. I leap, the universe catches me. I move, the world moves with me. The Fool. I don't have any restrictions over my life because I simply refuse to believe in restrictions. I simply haven't created any opposition in my life. Don't we all want to return to that full light energy? New beginnings, potential adventures, enthusiasm, awakening, innocence, optimism. The affirmation is, I am ready for this adventure down my soul path. I'm ready for this adventure down my soul path. Every dream achieved begins with the seemingly foolish notion that there is something bigger out there, something greater to explore and to become. Every dream achieved begins with this energy, begins with trusting more than fear, begins with taking the leap, begins with looking at a situation, opportunity, thing in your life and seeing it optimistically and seeing the potential. Every dream achieved begins with this energy. If you're stalled out on a dream, maybe it's time to start again energetically, not action, but energetically, and find this energy again to move your dream forward. Let's see, anything else I want to go to in the book? This childlike optimism comes from deep within your knowing, and it reminds you that you can achieve all the magical things that you've been dreaming about. The journey of the soul begins with a single step, and you may find yourself on the edge of an epic journey. Turn toward your future with enthusiasm and know that a divine leap of faith is required in order to claim the reward that the abyss is offering. You may not feel ready. You may not be ready. You may, but there is magic in the air, and the universe is waiting to support you with infinite love and guidance. Trust your intuition as you swan dive into the seed of potential. What a beautiful start. It's really talking about what do you want to manifest. It's really, if I had to encapsulate these two cards, it's really talking about maybe August was rough. Maybe last week was rough. Maybe yesterday was rough. But Spirit's like, it's Monday. Come on, get up. Come on. Come on, little light bearers. Come on, my little souls. Get up. Come on, little pieces of myself. What do you want to manifest? Because I got you. What do you want to manifest? The universe is asking you. You have the ability, you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you've lived enough life. What do you want to manifest? You can manifest it, and I got you. Stay positive, stay optimistic. What else do we need to know about manifesting, Spirit? Eight of Cups. You have emotional cups, ties to something, and it's time to walk away. Eight of Cups is the idea of walking away, even though there seems to be unfinished business. She came here to walk away. She began a ceremony. Most of the ceremony is completed, but she still got one fully burning, fully looks like recently lit bowl on the surface of the water that hasn't completed. And she's like, no, I think I'm done here. I think I'm done here. I don't need to see the completion of that bowl. I know it has nothing left for me. So I'm gonna walk away. I'm just gonna leave. Eight of Cups is the idea of maybe you have something that still feels unfinished, but Spirit is telling you it's time to leave. It's not yours to finish. Perhaps it was never yours to finish. Perhaps it just doesn't need to be finished at this time. Perhaps you don't have the skills and the tools and the resources necessary to finish it. And trying to stay at water's edge and finish it is only going to frustrate you and stall your practice, stall your purpose, stall your path. And so whatever that unfinished thing is in your life, Eight of Cups is, it's time to walk away. It's time to leave it be. Spirit is telling to you, if I need you to come back and finish it later, I'll tell you when that time is. But right now, I need you to walk away. Eight of Cups, letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you. A ritual releasing, a time to move stuck energy. Walk away, leaving your old reality to pursue a new one. Abandonment and disappointment. Abandonment and disappointment is how we feel from the physical human perspective. Spirit is saying it's time to move. It's time to move. Get out your way. Get out your own way. Get out your way. I love Ludacris. Anyway, let's see. Anything else? I will read the affirmation. I walk away from negative and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. That's the affirmation. What else is jumping out to me? Moving stuck energy, a time to move stuck energy. Anybody got stuck energy? You want a real quick way of how to move it? Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine that breath within you as it circulates, exhale and blow it out and release it. That's the quick way to start moving it. It's telling me my internet is frozen again. But you're going to have to, of course, repeat that and do a little bit more work if you want to actually move the energy. But that'll start getting it dislodged so it can start moving around. All right, let me make sure. Let's see. Maybe I'm back. Am I back?
Yes.
Back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, next up is the Nine of Swords. This is what I call the insomnia card. But she has insomnia not because she's lit up with excitement, because she just can't sleep, because she can't wait for the sun to come up so she can do all of the exciting things that her life has brought to her. That's not that insomnia. Insomnia, because all of those things are possible, but she's looking in the opposite direction. She's worried. And because she's so worried, she can't see all of those things that are calling to her. She's worried, she's anxious, she's not trusting. What's at the root of all anxiety? A lack of trust, period. What's at the root of all anxiety? A lack of trust, period. Now, what you lack trust in is going to differ from individual to individual, from situation to situation. But I can guarantee you, if you can ask yourself that question, what am I lacking trust in? Something will float to the surface right away. I'm anxious over, give me an example. I'm anxious over not being able to find a new job. Lack of trust in self might be one of your issues. Maybe you don't
Mhm.
like your own skills and your own ability to land a good job. Lack of trust in the infinite knowledge of the infinite nature of the universe might be another one. Maybe you've been telling yourself a story that there's only one job available and there's only one employer that's going to do what you need them to do and provide you what you need to provide. So now you've created a system of lack for yourself, one job, one employer, and now because of that
Oh,
lack, write the story. I'm following the script. That's what the universe is saying to you. So, what script are you writing for the universe? Are you writing a script for the universe? Think I'm back.
you're back.
I'm gonna try another thing. Let's see. We're gonna have two cameras going. So if one drops, I can switch to the other one. I'm not sure where I cut off, but the what I was trying to say is we get to write our own story. We're
Mhm.
the ones with the pen in our hand. I can't even connect on my phone, y'all. We're just gonna have to tough it out. My phone is trying to update the Zoom application or something like that. It's got me logged out. So let's do this. And okay, we were talking about Nine of Swords, talking about you creating your own reality. We're talking about where anxiety comes from. I don't even remember what I said because it wasn't really me saying it. It was spirit saying it. I said something is where all anxiety comes from. Lack
Lack of
trust.
trust.
Lack of trust. Lack of trust is the root cause of all anxiety. What you are lacking trust in is going to differ from person to person, from situation to situation, from opportunity to opportunity. In the case of, I was giving the example of a job. If you write the story that there's only a limited number of jobs, only a smaller limited number of employers who may actually hire me for the job I'm looking for that's already limited. If you write a story that includes limits, the universe is not going to step in and rewrite it for you. You get to write any story you want. The universe is going to look at your story and say, okay, I can follow that script. All right, I can give you a little bit of this and a little bit of that because your script says only a little bit of this and a little bit of that exists. I can do that. So if you want a different life, it's time for you to write a different script. This anxiety, this I can't sleep, I'm worried, something's gone wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to manifest the things I want to manifest. All of that comes from a lack of trust. Maybe it's a lack of trust in yourself. Maybe it's a lack of trust in infinite nature. My selenite just broke. Isn't that interesting? It's okay, y'all. I'm going to Denver next in 3 days. I'm going in 2 days. I'm
2 days.
going to Denver in 2 days. I'm going to be at the Gem and Mineral Show. I will buy another one. And I feel that that is divine timing for my necklace to break right before I get to go to a situation where I can replace it. Maybe it's not really broken. Maybe it's just the clasp. In any case, when selenite, especially, or crystals that I use heavily for clearing, and that one was used for clearing, when they break, I just figure that it's collected all that it needs to collect, and I need to replace that with something that can clear my energy with fresh and new intentions. Is that what I'm trying to say? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, Nine of Swords, I think I'm done talking about that. Rewrite your story, provide more opportunities and more space for the universe to bless you. Figure out what you are lacking trust in. And once you can figure that out, you can begin working on relieving that anxiety. Eight of Pentacles is our last tarot card. Hope you stay connected. Eight of Pentacles is about eights are about abundance. So another good foretelling of abundance entering into your life. But in this case, the eight is also about think of an infinity sign on its side and think about the balance that represents equal. And eight in this sense of Eight of Pentacles in this sense is about finding balance. You see here, she's balanced between what I consider work ventures and spiritual ventures. Eight of Pentacles is also about honing your skill, mastery, working towards that mastery level. What do you need to focus in on? What do you need to focus? Focus is the word Spirit wants me to land on. Focus first and then develop. If you're trying to do 15 crops at once, one of those crops is going to suffer under lack of attention. Focus on what is the one thing that you want to grow and build. Focus first, make your choice, decide. Been talking a lot about decide lately. Focus first, and then work on honing that skill, that craft. In traditional tarot deck, which I wish I had one that I could grab real fast right here, it's the idea of a workman at a bench in old time days, think silversmith, and he's sitting there and he's hammering on a pentacle, and you see a couple of pentacles on the ground, and you see a couple of pentacles up on the tree, and the idea is he is focused on refining that one thing. He wants to get that pinnacle so that it is perfect, so that the imprint is perfect, so that the alignment of the design is perfect, so that the shape of it is perfect. And he's going to continue to work on it until he has received or achieved a level of mastery within his skill, within his craft. But focus first. He wasn't trying to do
Oh,
and repair. Hopefully that message resonated with someone. It might not be either having things that need your attention, but one-on-one through those things is going to be more beneficial to you than trying to multitask.
she'll be back. Oh, she's back already.
All right, I'm back again. We'll see.
Oh, she's gone again, but she'll be back. Wow.
Right. We have to end early if I can't stay connected. Jacqueline, you might want to pull those oracle cards out if I dropped off, and you might want to pull some oracle cards if I keep dropping. Um, let's do this. Hopefully, oh, I've got to be on camera in order to pin myself. I am going to try to get connected on my Zoom client. So on my phone, maybe. Maybe I've been talking too fast and moving too much energy, and Zoom is like, stop. We're gonna move to Oracle card. Since we started out with the King of Pentacles, which is a message about manifesting. What did I do with those cards? And we ended with the Eight of Pentacles, which is also a message about manifestations, in my opinion. It's about how do we get to those manifestations. I'm going to go for our first oracle card with Moonology manifestation deck. All right. I see a note, and I do need to mention that. Thank you. While I'm shuffling these cards and while we're switching gears, letting Jacqueline grab some cards in case she has to take over.
I've got some.
I'm hoping I can stay connected. I do want to mention grounded morning meditation. That's another thing that you may have seen just disappear. I did mention it last couple of times on my live that I won't be doing that format anymore as far as the grounded morning meditations. And some of you were probably like, where is it at? It's not on the calendar because it usually happens on Monday before Magical Monday. Those are gone for the time being. I am rethinking how I offer meditations, and I would like to find a way where I can have a place where even if you miss the live meditations, you can go and find a meditation that speaks to your particular situation and just listen to those. So that's the end goal, and I don't know if grounded meditations is going to come back or what format it's going to come back in, but I just wanted to mention that. It is at least gone for the next couple of weeks until I rethink it. Let's see. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull from Moonology Manifestations by Yasmin Boland. Yasmin Boland. How do you say her name? New Moon in Aries. It's the card that we've pulled. New Moon in Aries. And it says, go for it. Of course it says go for it after we just pulled the King of Pentacles. Saying, stop holding back. Do that thing. New Moon in Aries should be the first card. It is. Go for it. This card heralds good news. Opportunities abound, and the outlook is positive. Okay, so if you've been listening to, this is what Spirit is saying to you right in this moment. So listen up. This is Spirit's message to you, not just Valerie's message. If you came into this Magical Monday manifestation saying you had a question, should I do this? Should I do that? And you listen to all of the tarot, and some of the tarot cards sounded like, yeah, maybe I should. And some of the tarot cards sounded like, maybe I should think this over, or maybe I should work on my lack and not be so anxious about this thing. This is your answer. Spirit is very much saying somebody needs you to clearly make sure they understand that when you say these words, this answer is for them. So I'm trying my best to make you clearly understand that this is Spirit speaking to you in answer to your question at this time. This card heralds good news. Opportunities abound, and the outlook is positive. That's what I have to say to whoever felt that landed on your heart, that was for you. Don't question it anymore. I am going to read the rest of this message. Go through the doors that are opening up to you. There's every reason to believe you'll create what you want, even if you feel a long way off from your goal. Keep going and be courageous. Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm. Does that remind you of something? Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm and expect your desires to be satisfied. Expect your desires to be satisfied. That's this energy. He doesn't worry about it anymore. When he wants something, he creates it. There's an expectation. Expect your desires. Where did I drop off? To be satisfied. Don't sit around making plans. Do take action. This is crucial. Chase your goal. Believe in divine timing, in love, and in love, make the first move if you dare. Okay, wait. Let me go back. I ran all those sentences together. Chase your goal, believe in divine timing, in love, make the first move if you dare. Financially, be proactive. And it says this card is an especially good sign if you need more courage or determination, or if you're chasing someone or something. Right. The affirmation, I am on the right track. Soon I will, dot, dot, dot. I would say take the soon out of it. I am on the right track. I will find the job. I will travel the world. I will, you fill in the blank. What is it you're trying to do? I am on the right track. I will. That's your affirmation for the week. Take the soon out. Aren't we done waiting? Aren't we ready for some instant manifestation? Take the soon out. If you leave that soon in, it's always going to be soon something. And soon never gets here. You think it will, because it sounds like it will. That word soon inspires hope. But you know what? Hope is a good thing, but hope will only take you so far. And I think I'm tired. I think I'm ready to get off the hope train. I think it took me far enough. Last stop, ding, 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 ding. And I'm ready to get on the belief train, the knowing train, the expectations of things that yet to come train. I want to be on the knowing train. I just want to think it and know it, think it and know it, think it and know it. That's the train I want to be on. All right. Angels, 22 archangels from Kyle Gray. Where are we at with time? We done dropped and connected so much. Raguel, waves of healing. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. I wish I could see that card a little bit better, maybe there. It's kind of pastel, so it's hard not to get the glare on it. But he's got like a rainbow aura. Raguel. I am not familiar with this angel, so I couldn't tell you any additional information, but the book can. RAG, waves of healing. His name means friend of God. He's pearly white, androgynous angel of harmony. Let's see what his message is. Whenever Raguel is close, it means that you are moving through great healing. A wave of harmony is washing over your life now, and you can find harmony and resolution to conflicts, both internal and external. If you have had disagreements with those around you, which maybe you did because Mercury was definitely retrograding, and that caused a break in communication for some. Ask yourself what you can do to be more open and honest, and how you yourself can show up with the energy or needs that feel lacking. This will help you to be received and understood. All right. The angels are guiding you to stand down from fighting and arguing, take a step back, call them in, and allow them to work their magic. Your heart is calling for a restoration of peace, so it's important to tune in and really ask how that looks and feels for you. If you're in a mental battle with what your instincts are telling you to do, know that your instincts aren't the holiest version of you, for they constrain your genetic blueprint and therefore the limiting stories and beliefs of your family lineage. You are here to instincts. It's talking about instincts, not intuition. Don't get it twisted up with intuition. It's talking about your instincts. You are here to create a new, more advanced version of that story, one that is whole, healed, and complete. You are in a process. You are in process, but you are in progress. I like that a lot. And I like how it says you're here to create a new story, because we talked about that a little bit. You are writing the story. You are writing the script. What does your script look like? What are you inviting in, and how are you limiting? Even if you're looking at the world around you and saying, Valerie, I didn't make this story up. It's true. It's true. I'm just telling you the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is, I have done a worldwide search for jobs of this level with my skill set. The truth of the matter is, there's only 5 jobs in the entire world that I could even possibly apply for, and I'm only qualified for 2 of them. Valerie, I'm not making this story up. This is the truth. Look, I can show you. Okay. Next question. Is your truth, because it's still yours, is your truth serving you or restricting you? There's only 5 jobs in the entire world. Even if it's true, does that sound expansive or restricting? Because I go back and I will say it again, you get to write the story. If you want something other than the truth that you are living, write a new truth and begin believing that truth. And that truth will begin being your new set point. It doesn't work the way y'all think it works. You think you look out and you find a truth and then you tell yourself that's true. That's not how it works. Well, that's how it works for most of y'all, which is why most of most of us, I'm in that group. That's how it works for most of us. And most of us are still looking out saying, when is it my turn? When do I get the prize? Because it's flipped on its head. You write the story, you write the truth, and then you look out into the world and look for stories that reflect that truth back to you. When you do it the other way, you're always going to be caught in a loop that you can't break out of. All right, I think this is going to be our last card. Yeah. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you for your help. Maybe not our last card. We have a little bit more time. I was thrown off. Jacqueline has to leave for another event. And I was like, oh, she's leaving. We must be done. We're not done. We got like 15 minutes left. This is from Divine Circus, Voice of an Angel, card number 13. Divine Circus by Alana Fairchild, card number 13, Voice of an Angel. What message do we have here? Ooh, I tell you, this is hard to read without my glasses. You have something to say. There's a little italicized portion. You have something to say. There is a unique voice within you that wants to be expressed creatively in the world. Whether it is a conversation you need to have, a truth stated, a song to be sung, or a book to be written, honor your voice. Know that it is inspired and can help not only your own spiritual growth, but support others on their path too. I love that. Let's see. I'll read the first paragraph here. It seems important. If you do not allow inspiration to flow, you will feel blocked as though something that needs to happen naturally is not happening. If any of you feel that, like it's not supposed to be this hard, I don't know how to make it easy, but something inside me tells me it's not supposed to be this hard. I'm not supposed to struggle like this every day. That's why I keep showing up at these spiritual meetings and reaching out to spiritual friends, because I'm trying to figure it out. Something tells me it's not supposed to be like this. If you do not allow inspiration to flow, you will feel blocked, as though something that needs to happen naturally is not happening. It's an uncomfortable sensation that can lead to feelings of depression, self-doubt, lack of confidence, and eventually wear away at your self-esteem. Sometimes we unintentionally hold ourselves back from expressing the inspiration, ideas, and imaginations we feel because we are afraid that we are making it up. Many of you exploring psychic abilities, have you ever hit that wall? Oh my God, I think I just got a psychic. Oh, wait, I'm probably just making it up. Are you afraid that you are making it up, that it will be judged, or fail to deliver a worthy expression of the idea? Maybe we think someone else will do it better. Or we simply don't choose to value our inspiration enough to make it a priority in our lives. And we don't set aside time and devote energy to bring it to life. When the Oracle of Voice of an Angel, which is the card that we have, when it appears, you are being given 2 pieces of guidance. Firstly, your idea, your intuition or imagination is not off base, but spot on for your own unique life journey. You are tapping into pure inspiration, and the divine muse of creativity is blessing you. If you feel blocked or are uncertain about how to direct your creativity, the universe is letting you know that you are being sent a muse and the inspiration you need to find your own true voice. So be looking for that. That's going to be an opportunity for you. Secondly, the second message the universe has for you. Secondly, you are being asked to have trust, courage, and confidence in yourself and to follow through on the gift of an idea that has been given to you. This is not the time to keep quiet, play it safe, hold yourself back, or allow others to step in and speak for you. It is a time to speak your truth, to express yourself, to have confidence in your own ideas and inspirations and in your own voice. This oracle also confirms that the time has come, or very soon will, for these ideas to transform into physical reality, manifesting again that King of Pentacles. They will require action in the physical world, and therefore you will attract opportunities to bring what started as a wonderful idea into material reality. If you want to manifest something and have already been working to that end, Voice of an Angel confirms that this is going to happen. You will sing your own soul song in whatever way is true for you. I love that. And that was the complete reading of it. Sometimes I skip around with the longer ones, but that was the complete reading. I think that lines up really well with some of the messages that we got from the tarot, and I really love that reading. It's a yes. It's a yes. That lines up with the Go For It card from the Moonology deck. That Go For It was the direction. And then this card, I feel like backs that up, saying you're being sent support. Now is your time. Don't back down. It's your time. It's your idea. It's your voice that needs to be heard. Even if there's 15 other people singing the same song at the same time, Spirit is saying, I need you. I need you to sing the solo. It's your time. It's your voice I want to hear. All right. What other decks should we go to? We got a lot of good wisdom coming through. What else do you want to give us, Spirit? What other deck, Spirit? Believe in your own magic. Believe in Your Own Magic by Amanda Lovelace. Amanda Lovelace. That's how I always say her name. Let's see. What messages do we have about self-confidence, about our journey towards understanding that we are divine beings and connected to infinite wisdom and resources, that we can do or be or have everything that we want? What messages, believe in your own magic, do you have to share with us about being creators and authors of our own reality, of creating reality instead of responding to it? When I say it's real, when I say, but this is reality, but it's true, I better damn well be making sure that the story I'm telling about true is actually bringing me satisfaction and joy. Otherwise, it's time to write a new story. I love these cards because they have crowns. Today's card, it says castle. It's time for healing, not war. This sounds like the exact same message that we got from that other card, time for healing. Card number 30. Hold that up for just a moment longer. I wonder what that is in her hand. I don't know. Time for healing, not war. Castle. Let's see what the message is. Don't burn something to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? Look at her. She's like, well, damn, you should have told me that yesterday before I was trying to kill that spider and burned my whole castle down. Don't burn something down. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry. You pointed fingers. You called for war. And war was exactly what you got. Now that it's time for healing and reparations. What's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when this started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. I feel like this message is going to hit for whoever it's intended to hit for. I don't feel like this message is for everyone in the group, and this might not even be anyone here present in today's group. It could be someone watching this on YouTube. But I do feel like this message can apply to all of us when we look at areas in our life that we may have burned down, areas in our life that we may have said, I'm never going back to that, but we didn't have a good replacement. And that looks like I had a belief that was one of my foundation beliefs, and I no longer believe in it, but I didn't replace it with anything else. So now my foundation is kind of leaning to the side. I need something to replace that belief. I need something to replace that dream. I need something to replace that inspiration. Don't just remove it without replacing it, especially if it's something in your foundation. Okay, so some of you, that's the general message. Some of you are standing in the middle of ashes and something that you've literally just burnt to the ground and asking yourself, what next? Then this message is specifically to you and your situation. And you'll know if that's for you or not. But the idea is rebuild, rebuild. If you burn something, if you destroyed something, if you moved something, if you walked away from something, rebuild, replace, heal, renew, replenish, all those words that help us get from one world to another. Almost always involves something that starts with the RE. All right. I see I'm looking at you. Can you put your head up so I can see if I'm frozen or not? Okay, all right. You've been my person, and I'm watching your camera because if you move, then I know I'm not frozen. I'm like, oh, am I frozen again? You're fine. You were just writing notes. All right. Okay. Thank you all so much. I think I'm going to end with that card. No, I'm not. I'm going to end with one fun card, one card of fuckery, inner fucking peace. Let's end with that one. Again, please sign up for the newsletter. If you missed the newsletter link that Jacqueline dropped, I'm not going to try to find it again in chat, but I'm going to direct you to my website or reach out to me by email and just ask me to put you on the newsletter list. My email is going to be to row unicorns with an F coffee at gmail.com. To row unicorns coffee at gmail.com. Last card. Inner fucking peace. Inhale the good shit, exhale the bad shit. That could be a song. I'm gonna rap that one day, y'all. I'm gonna become a spiritual rapper. Inhale the good shit, exhale the bad shit. Breathe like you know how. Breathe like you know how. A moment of mindfulness, a moment of breath work, maybe for some of you experienced and trained in that. A moment of just closing your eyes and taking some deep breaths. But imagine that you were calling into you what you want, inhaling the good and letting go. Eight of Cups, releasing, walking away from, exhaling what you no longer need. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me for Magical Monday Manifestations. Next Monday we won't be here. I just did that whole spiel talking about all of September will be our last month. Next Monday we won't be here because Valerie will be in Denver. So I will not be here next Monday, but pick me up on the third Monday in the month. And again, this will be our last month in this format. It will shift and be replaced by October, and then by November, we'll be rocking and rolling with the new format. Thank you all so much. I love you all so much. I hope these messages struck a chord with you, had some resonance with you, and that you use them to truly manifest, recreate, rewrite your story so that it can be more joyous to you. Have a great week, everyone.